Team Turn 3 here. I'm Jesse, and today I'm joined by
Neven, Ivan, and Adam.
As always, we've taken all our Mulligan decisions already. I won the die roll this time, so I'll be going first. Hi guys, this is Jesse. Today I'm playing 4-color Allurn yet again. And so the idea with this deck is that we're going to be trying to assemble a number of different infinite mana combos. Allurn obviously being a key piece in one of the main ones. We can also use Paradox Engine as one of our engines for doing so. Effectively, what we're trying to do is set up some kind of loop, either using Shrieking Drake to recur Recruiter of the Guard with Allurn in play, or just Shrieking Drake on its own with Paradox Engine and a certain number of mana rocks, mana dorks, stuff like that into play to generate infinite mana. We can also use Umbral Mantle with Priest of Titania or Bloom Tender and a certain number of elves on the battlefield, or just colored permanents, as another out for infinite mana. This can then be channeled into Thrasios to draw the entire deck, and once we do that, we'll be able to play a Walking Ballista and just essentially kill all our opponents on the spot. Alright, so our keep for this game is our first hand, and it consists of a Mana Crypt, an Allurn, an Arbor Elf, a Flooded Strand, a Diabolic Intent, a Savannah, and an Elvish Mystic. So this hand is almost the perfect hand. It basically has everything we could ask for. It has a turn 1 mana dork that's going to produce mana. It has a Mana Crypt, which will allow us to get a turn 2 Allurn. The only way this hand could be better would be if we drew, say, like a Pact of Negation in our first draw, and then, like, say, a Recruiter of the Guard. That would enable us to have a turn 2 win. As it stands, it's a pretty easy turn 3 win. Unfortunately, there's no protection for it, but if we manage to get out of the gates fast enough, that might not be important.
Hi, Neven here. Today I'm going to be playing Brago, King Eternal. The whole idea of this deck is to play stacks artifacts, such as Wind Orb and Tanglewire. Brago himself breaks parity with his Flicker effect, and then when I have control of the board, I'll go for my win con of Helm of Obedience with Rest in Peace.
So my starting hand was Ancestral Knowledge, Lotus Petal, Island, Polluted Delta, Talisman of Progress, Tezzeret the Seeker, and Teleria West. It's a pretty boring hand, nothing really great, so I decided to mulligan this way. So my other hand was a Chromox, Reflecting Pool, Mana Grip, Ethereum Sculptor, Static Orb, Pithy Needle, and Arid Mesa. This hand I decided to keep because it was very explosive. I was able to drop down pretty much my hand starting the game, plus I had Pithy Needle, which I thought would be able to stop Sidisi.
Hello everyone, Ivan here, and today I'm playing yet another iteration of Black Blue X Storm. This time I'm going to be playing Thrasios Tymna. This build is interesting because it's a lot more control based, although you still have all the fast combo wins that you can have. The other addition is because of Thrasios, attaining infinite mana now helps us storming off and gaining all the basically winning the game. So infinite mana is a new outlet that we can also use. Because of that, we have Auriok Salvager as Bomberman combo that you can use with Lion's Eye Diamond, and with Angel's Grace we can also use our Ad Nauseam Sinking Dreams combo, meaning the deck has a lot more outs and a few more control elements in exchange of the red explosiveness. Also, because you have 2 creatures that are lower costed in your mana zone, in your command zone, you can kind of fight off the aggressive decks a little bit better. So the keep for this game was a Wooded Foothills, Verdant Catacomb, Mana Confluence, Sunken Ruins, Limdol's Vault, Ad Nauseam, and Ponder. I decided to be conservative and keep this hand. It's a little bit land heavy, but we have fixers. We have the Sunken Ruins to help us fix our mana for the multiple black, and we have 2 fetch lands. Together with that, with Ponder, we can control the top of our deck and hopefully draw some ramp. So I decided to go ahead and keep this hand.
Hi, this is Adam. Today we're going to play Sidisi Undead Vizier. This deck has existed for a long time in the form of Sidisi Ad Nauseam Tendrils, which used to win by casting Sidisi, tutoring an Ad Nauseam, and using Ad Nauseam to draw a large chunk of the deck, and hoping to storm off with Tendrils of Agony. Since Kaladesh block, we've gotten a lot of different tools for the deck, but the most important are Aetherflux Reservoir and Paradox Engine, which allow the deck to take a much different route. So the deck has changed a lot since its old version. It runs many more rocks. I think it runs every possible 2 mana rock in hopes of going off with Paradox Engine. It can win either by generating Storm and going off with Aetherflux Reservoir, or by generating a lot of mana with Paradox Engine and going off with an Exsanguinate. Since the deck doesn't have much reactive interaction, it plays discard spells in order to discard cards out of an opponent's hand as proactive interaction. This deck has no hope of ever dealing with resolved stacks pieces, as many of them are artifacts. We can sometimes deal with resolved creature stacks, but there are only a few creature kill spells in the deck. So my first opener was Cabal Therapy, Scourge Familiar, Dark Petition, Reanimate, Overeager Apprentice, Chromatic Sphere, and Wayfarer's Bauble. Obviously, this hand has no lands. We can't actually keep it, so I mulligan that away. My next hand was Vampiric Tutor, Mindstone, Helm of Awakening, and 4 Swamps. While this hand had some potential to be good, I felt uncomfortable as I didn't really see a line where we could get a quick win in this game, and I wanted to be able to win as fast as possible to get through Brago stacks as well as get a win before Alurin was able to develop too much. So the hand we finally kept at 6 was a Mana Vault, Culling the Weak, Bubbling Muck, Praetor's Grasp, Cabal Ritual, and Swamp. This had the opportunity to be really good, and I kept it, and I scryed Overeager Apprentice to the bottom because I really wanted to draw another land so I could get value off of Bubbling Muck and potentially win on turn 3.
Can't all cheat.
Take a draw.
We can't all cheat so well.
Savannah, Mana Crypt, tap, Harbor Oath. Go.
Alright. Draw.
The real question is, why did he play the crypt?
Maybe he feels there's going to be a wheel coming on.
Maybe he's playing Warping
That's,
Whale and he needs the 2 colorless mana to cast an instant. It's the only reason I see why he would lose 1.5 life.
Oh.
So they'll look for a Tundra.
Okay.
Tap it. What colors? Sculptor.
Fast mana in hand.
Pithing Needle.
To
I'm
get
naming Sidisi.
Okay.
that doesn't do anything.
I know.
No,
Doesn't do anything.
it's not activated.
It's
when
not
you
actually
trigger.
ability. You could name.
It's fine. He can just bounce it with Brago.
He can just name it with bounce it with Brago.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna hit his own crypt. If anything, he would just want to hit Aetherflux Reservoir
Or Thrasios.
or Thrasios.
No, but he has to bounce it with his Brago.
Yeah, he has to bounce it with
That
Brago.
was a mistake.
It was.
It happens.
I ate my mistake in my first game.
That's fair. That's fair. Is there anything else I'm gonna do on my turn with that?
Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
I got named Thrasios. It's 2 players. So when are we gonna do the quad Thrasios game?
Right? 4 completely different decks too, like 1 Storm deck, 1 Stacks deck, Alurin, and it's Alurin-ness.
Alurin's not a real deck.
Alurin is just a thing. It's a Frankenstein monster.
This deck is just
Like
like.
one more floating static orb.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that.
Fun.
Cool.
And that's right.
Wow. What is this board? He has 1
card in
3,
hand.
4, 5 cards in play.
My turn?
Yep.
I'll take a draw.
Yep.
Decisions. We're gonna go with a Wooded Foothills. Then I'm gonna crack for a Tropical Island. So Trop Island
For
is gonna be
Ponder?
tapped for a Ponder.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Guessed it so well. Stop looking at my hand.
I wasn't. I wasn't, but I know it's not a preordain. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so excited.
Preordain's good cardboard.
I think
not as good as Ponder.
Preordain is better than Ponder in my opinion.
Preordain can be better than Ponder in certain circumstances.
But Ponder gives you a free shuffle.
It does.
And I'm not gonna shuffle. I'm just gonna put them right back there and draw this card and pass the turn. Do it.
Thing is, Ponder kind of sucks when there's like only 1 card of the 3 that you want.
Hey, now that I think about it, I think I should note down the cards that I've pondered on top.
No, it's fine.
That's overkilling it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play my Mana Vault and
And pass.
cry.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll for my crypt. If I roll an even, I'm good. I'm good?
Can I have the dice? Because I also have mine.
Sure.
I wish I had a crypt. I just have a
First I'm
ball.
going to draw. All right. Second step. Crack-flooded strand. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 4 for learn.
Ooh.
Any responses?
No response from me.
Next step. Elvish Visionary. I'll draw a card.
Well, you're assuming no one has responses to the Elvish Visionary. Elvish Visionary on the stack, you should have said.
Norn Elves on the stack.
Okay. Would you like to respond?
I got nothing.
Ivan, would you like to respond?
No, not right now. Not right now.
I have no responses.
And I'll pass.
House will resolve.
2 things on top. Mana Crypt and Tundra. So, same as Jesse. Evens, I don't take damage.
So odds you do take damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Brago.
Right.
Declare attacks.
Okay.
Adam, take one.
Why me?
Just it's one less card.
I think you mean 3 less cards.
About.
Lotus Petal.
Cool.
End of your turn. Cast Thrasios.
Works for me.
No responses.
Alright. Back at the end of turn. Cast Tymna.
No responses.
I'm going to
Alright.
respond.
Your response. I'm gonna guess your own Tymna?
I'm going
Do
to
it.
cast Tymna.
Alright.
I'm going
Alright.
to cast Thrasios.
Alright. Back at priorities. Does Tymna resolve? Tymna resolved. We've done it, boys. We've done it. Right.
We've achieved
turn?
value.
We've achieved value. Oh, man.
I can't build a deck that does anything but achieve value. I can't win.
The Remy isn't value, it's tempo.
So much value. Are you kidding?
It's pure tempo.
Have I ever talked to you about our Lord and Savior Derevi?
Write the primer. I'll read the primer.
Mistress of value and tempo?
So I know what the third card is, so I'm going to play this Verticat. I'm going to crack it right away. Lose me a second life. And we're back in fact.
I was just saying that your partner's storm deck is a little bit better in the Allure Mirror.
Right. This is a pure accident, man. I scheduled on Allurin and I forgot it was like you had 2 commanders. Allurin's the commander, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, of course.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and go to combat. Adam, you're taking 2.
Why fight?
Because you run ad nauseum. They say to me all the time, I'm gonna gain 2 life. I'm back at 40. Oh my god, I have life link. Alright, post combat
Feels
main
good.
phase. I'm gonna pay a life.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. So good.
Value achieved.
Value was in fact achieved. Gonna pay 2. And I'm gonna play Grim Monolith. Alright,
Works for me.
faster. So 7 cards in hand.
Well then, this is just kind of disappointing. I'm gonna pass. Wait, let me do math. Yeah, I'm bad at math. Go ahead.
You don't want to cast a Doku.
No. Because then I'm gonna take more damage.
On top Arbor Elf. Same rules before. I'm good. Take a draw.
You're supposed to die by the crypt. Live by the crypt. Die by the crypt, Jesse.
First things first is
Adam, take 4.
no, Adam has a blocker. Alright, Ivan has a blocker.
We all have blockers, Jesse. How does it feel? Are you willing to lose a dog?
Possibly.
Can't wait to flash in blockers.
Bam! Shield Sphere.
You thought you had me. Goodbye, Exodia.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to attack you for 2, and Ivan, I'm going to attack you with a 1/1 that you can feel free to block, and a 1/3.
I'll block the 1/1.
Sure.
I killed the thing with my
So I gain 2
storm
life,
deck.
I'll then pay 2 life and draw 2 cards.
I'll lose a life too.
2.
Can I reimburse the 2 lives I've lost?
Play Forbidden Orchard.
Give them to me.
Diabolic Intent. As an additional cost, I'll sacrifice Finhorn. Helps. Does it resolve?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Top card's a foil.
I'm going to use a learn to cast Recruiter of the Guard. Response.
That's good.
Okay.
He wins.
Gonna go grab Manowar. Play Manowar.
Alright.
Okay. Manowar will bounce Recruiter. Play Recruiter.
Yeah.
Get Shrieking Drake. Solve.
Yeah.
Shrieking Drake bounces Recruiter.
Yeah.
I'll play Recruiter.
Yeah.
Do you have responses?
I'm gonna F6 on this.
When I get Cavern Harpy.
Yeah.
F6 or Alt F4?
All right.
F6.
Guys,
That's
is this
all
happening?
priorities.
Is this happening? All right. So I'm gonna play Cavern Harpy now. Cavern Harpy.
I'm gonna Alt
Trigger.
F4 pause.
I'm gonna bounce Manowar back to my hand. Then I'm going to play Manowar, bounce Recruiter, which I will play again.
Dosan?
We're gonna start off getting Leovold.
I've pressed F6.
Okay. So then I'm gonna pay 1 life,
Does Jesse win?
I think Jesse's the point where he
like
demonstrates
Cavern
the
Harpy.
combo.
play Manowar, bounce Recruiter of the Guard. All right, guys. Is everybody? Well, I mean, it's not a deterministic combo necessarily. So I'm gonna get Shardless Agent now. Now what happens is I can play Shardless Agent for 1 life each time by demonstrating a loop. So basically, I built the Yawgmoth's Bargain, but it also puts cards into play. On turn 3.
Assemble Yawgmoth.
Assemble the Jimmy Bargain. This is supposed to be in the deck. Yawgmoth Jimmy. Okay. So here's the loop. So Cavern Harpy can bounce
How much
itself.
life are you at right now?
I'm at 39 life.
Okay.
Cavern Harpy can bounce itself for 1 life. Now, when Cavern Harpy enters play, it bounces a blue or a black creature. So that would be Manowar, which I can play to bounce Shardless Agent, which I can then replay. I can also just do it bouncing Cavern Harpy, bouncing Shardless Agent.
But that's less storm count.
That's a less storm count, exactly. So I'm going to play Shardless Agent on the stack, trigger, Swan Song. I will not cast that. So it goes at the bottom. I'll pay 1 life and do it again.
It goes to the bottom in the random order. Did you shuffle it?
Shuffle
that
the
one
Rhyme, Paradox Engine, Walking Ballista. Not going to cast that one. Brand Order.
Whatever.
Pay 1 more life, do it again. Time Twister's not. Soul Ring. Alright. So we'll ramp a bit. Pay 1 life, do it again. Enlightened Tutor. Alright, now we're getting somewhere.
Are we gonna fast forward this in the video with a little chipmunk voice? You just have cards slowly popping up.
Enlightened Tutor goes to the graveyard. No, I think people kind of want to see how the lines would work here.
Fair enough.
I'll get Concordant Crossroads.
I'm not an expert, but I think that's it.
It's a start. So I'll pay 1 life and put Concordant Crossroads into play. Let's cut this. So now we have Concordant Crossroads in play for 1 life. I'll pay 1 more life, do it again. Quirion Ranger. Pay 1 more life, do it again. Guys, Yawgmoth's Bargain is fair. Mystical Tutor.
Imperial Seal?
I could get Imperial Seal here. I could also get Vampiric Tutor. We'll just do that because this is strictly worse.
Wow.
But Jesse, now people are going to want your Learn list so they can play your Learn list. How are they going to get that?
We'll get Bloom Tender.
It's already online.
The lure list has been online for the last almost 2 games. It's changed the
Oh
last
yeah, it's
game
true.
one.
It's true, it's a different list now.
Yeah, it's being kept updated, but we always have the list of the that are being played under the videos.
I'll cast Bloom Tender.
Taps for 4 mana.
I'll play Umbral Mantle. So that's infinite mana.
Yeah.
Of which colors?
Of
Whatever
all colors.
he damn pleases.
Where are you getting your infinite red mana?
Every color but red. It's 4 at a time.
Okay.
But it only costs 3. So I can get infinite green, infinite blue, infinite black, infinite white.
Okay.
Pump it all into Thrasios, so I get all my basic lands and all my lands into play.
And all your non-lands in hand.
Yep.
Can I flash my sadness to the screen before we fade out
Yeah, you
into nothingness? So cards that everybody knew about from my opener were these 4 cards. The 2 cards that I've pondered on top of my library were in fact Cabal Ritual and Silence. And post fetch and after attack, I drew a Preordain. I am really sad I did not get a 3rd turn this game.
So the outlet for the infinite mana is Walking Ballista. So as long
Interesting.
as there is no card in play that is currently preventing that from working, then I think
Bounce the Pithing Needle.
that does it. All right, well, that was a quick one.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of weird, off-the-wall, Johnny Spike type of deck, and we'll see you in the postgame. All right, so this time I think we really lived up to the Team Turn 3 name, and it's rare that I, as the sort of resident Stacks player, ever have that honor.
My eyes are throwing lightning at you, Jesse. Lightning.
So there was like a little bit of a misstep there. Not even a misstep. I guess it was a bit of an oversight. I guess I couldn't have gotten the Leopold at that point, at least not with the Recruiter of the Guard. But I did have a Worldly Tutor in my hand, so I could have gotten just any of my draw card spell creatures, like a Quelling Oracle or something, and gotten Leopold had I wanted to. Had it actually been necessary, that was basically just extended BM at that point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Good DM.
But yeah, so that's basically how the deck wins. Is, you use a learn to assemble one of many different infinite creature-based mana combos, and then you could either channel that into Thrasios, or like what I demonstrated here is you could just cascade into your entire deck and build Yawgmoth's Bargain.
That also plays the cards for free.
That also plays the cards for free.
Well, here I am thinking I had a good explosive start. Misplay there with the Pithing Needle. Thought I'd be able to stop Sidisi, which was my concern there.
Sadly, it's a triggered ability, not an activate ability.
Yeah, fair.
But ultimately, I don't think that mattered, because even if you had named Thrasios, I would have had an alternate line to victory and just cascading into eventually a removal spell for the Pithing Needle. So
Or even Recruiter of the Guard, go get Reclamation Sage.
exactly. So it was not a game-losing misplay there by any stretch of the imagination. Ivan, any thoughts?
Well, this week again with a different version of Storm. This time I picked a deck that was specifically more control-based, with a lot less of the explosive Storm start. So my opener hand just happened to have the Ad Nauseam and the Ponder to control the top deck, and the what you didn't saw was the
Adnos?
not the Ad Nauseam, look at top 5, put them back in any order. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Another cantrip.
Another cantrip kind of spell. The one that digs like 20 cards in my deck and puts the top 5 that I want.
Oh, yeah,
Lindell's Vault, thank you. I don't know why I was stuttering on that word. Just sorry everybody at home. Lindell's Vault. So I decided to keep it because the hand was showing me an explosive start. Then with the Pounder, with the Ritual, with the Silence, I was looking at a very explosive turn 3 win. And then the game just never got to my turn 3. So
It happens.
It happens.
I had a pretty sad opener, but I top decked a Paradox Engine and got really excited because depending on what I top decked on turn 3, I might have actually been able to go off since I had a Bubbling Muck in hand. But sadly, I didn't get a turn 3 either.
Well, sometimes you win the die roll and you win the game.
That is correct, especially when you have a lot of fast combo decks at the table.
Very fair. Unfortunately, Brago is just, even with his explosive start, not quite able to assemble the right answers at the right time. But, that's just sort of one of the things that you have to accept can happen when you're playing a stacks deck. And, you can't always get exactly what you want. Anyways, so I think that that about covers it for this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're Team Turn 3, signing off. We'll see you next time.